Mbali Sibanyoni, who is in Bloemfontein for the launch of the Bram Fischer's exhibition. Mbali, good morning to you once again. What do you have for us now?
Good morning, Palesa. Celebrations are continuing here this morning in Bloemfontein, where the life of Bram Fischer is being remembered through pictures. Now, Bram Fischer has played a major role in our country's history in terms of bringing about racial equality. We also know that he did represent Mandela during the Rivonia trial. Now, to tell us more about the kind of person that Bram Fischer was, we are now joined by Peter Fischer, and he is the nephew of Bram Fischer. Now, Peter, can you just let us know, how does it feel when Bram is being remembered in this way here in Bloemfontein?
Well, I think the family is both honoured and humbled by these celebrations, but at the same time it serves to remind, hopefully, not only the family but Bloemfontainers as well as the broader South African community exactly what Bram was prepared to live and die for, and in fact what he gave his life for, and that is equality in a non-racial society.
When you remember Bram, what kind of a person do you remember him as?
Well, first of all, as one of his nephews, he was a loving, kind person, a true family man, but he was a man of extreme integrity, honour and principle, and I think he lived that sort of life in fearlessly pursuing what he believed in and was prepared to sacrifice whatever he'd acquired in pursuit of what he believed in.
Do you think that Bram would be proud of South Africa and the way it is right now in terms of achieving racial equality?
Well, I think there's still a long way to go, but yes, we have come a long way, and I think he would be proud. I think he would be somewhat disconcerted by what I believe he would perceive as an attempt at self-enrichment. I think Bram was known as a person who was prepared to serve as opposed to being served, and I'd like to see more South Africans living a life of service as opposed to looking for ways and means of being served themselves.
And as the Fischer family, how would you want for his legacy to be remembered?
Well, I think if one remembers and realizes that when compared to some of the 8 other great stalwarts who fought for dignity and equality, and I think of the likes of Gandhi, I think of the likes of Martin Luther King, I think of the likes of the great Madiba himself, they were all prepared to live and die for the rights of their own people, whereas Bram was able to transcend that divide and fight for equality and fraternity of all people, regardless of race, creed or colour. And I'd like to have him remembered for that.
Thank you. That was Peter Fischer. He is the nephew of the late Bram Fischer. Now, celebrations here in Bloemfontein will continue this week. We do know that this week is Bram Fischer Week, and tomorrow we will be having a memorial lecture at CUT where a number of keynote speakers will be addressing the public. It will be wrapped up on Saturday with a fun walk at Naval Hill, where the young and old are required or asked to come through and join that walk. It's back to you in studio.